The Chinese are providing real-world satellite information. The Iranian missiles right now are targeted on exactly where everything is. There will be no guesswork. And so, if the balloon goes up, the Iranian missiles are going to hit the targets they're aimed at. Their targets are going to be based upon real-time intelligence data collected by China. This is what China and Russia are doing to make sure that any engagement by the United States and by Israel will be extraordinarily painful.
China's People's Liberation Army Navy has deployed a Type 055 guided missile destroyer to the Gulf of Oman and the northern Indian Ocean, accompanying it a Type 052D destroyer and a Liaowang, one maritime, space tracking, and surveillance ship. The timing is not accidental, as the United States and several Western partners are planning military action against Iran. Beijing's naval presence is part of a new military cooperation between China and Iran. The major task of the Chinese warship is to monitor every Western warship in the region and transfer positioning data to Iran. Equipped with advanced tracking and surveillance systems, the destroyers are designed to monitor missile launches, satellite activity, and naval movements across vast distances. Paired with the Type 055, widely regarded as one of the most capable destroyers in the world, the deployment represents a formidable sensor and intelligence package. If Chinese assets are indeed gathering real-time data on U.S. and allied naval deployments, that intelligence could be passed to Tehran. That would reduce the element of surprise in any strike scenario and enabling Iranian forces to prepare more effective retaliation. And then another development. On February 10th, Chinese sources released satellite imagery showing a newly installed U.S. Army THAAD anti-ballistic missile system at Muwafaq Al-Salti Air Base in Jordan, now a central hub in the recent U.S. military buildup. The images reveal the command post, a long-range radar system, and 6 launchers. The publication of those images is being considered as strategic messaging. It signals that China possesses the capability and willingness to monitor Western deployments in real time. Combined with the Liaowang 1 sensor arrays and the advanced dual-band radar systems aboard the Type 055, Beijing could potentially provide Iran with detailed targeting data. The Type 055's radar suite has often been compared to the advanced systems once envisioned for the U.S. Navy's Zumwalt class. Over-the-horizon tracking capabilities, integrated air defense, and long-range detection make it a floating command node at sea. For Iran, intelligence is more decisive than hardware. Tehran's ballistic missile arsenal has already demonstrated multi-warhead and hypersonic capabilities during previous hostilities. If paired with external surveillance data, its missiles and drones could operate with significantly enhanced precision. China's potential support would not be without precedent. During hostilities between India and Pakistan in May 2025, Beijing was widely reported to have provided Islamabad with satellite intelligence support. The pattern suggests that China is prepared to leverage space-based assets to influence regional conflicts without direct engagement. Speculation has also emerged that beta navigation infrastructure have also been delivered to Iran, strengthening its ability to receive secure positioning and targeting data. Reportedly, Iranian army has already stopped using GPS and has replaced it with Chinese Beidou. Meanwhile, the defensive strength of the Type 055 and Type 052D destroyers could serve as a deterrent against any direct targeting of Chinese vessels. The memory of the 1999 bombing of the Chinese embassy in Yugoslavia after allegations it had assisted Yugoslav communications remains part of Beijing's strategic calculus. China's naval modernization over the past decade has transformed its global reach. Large-scale procurement of the Type 055 and Type 052D classes has expanded Beijing's blue water capabilities dramatically. Deploying these assets near a potential conflict zone offers not only strategic positioning, but valuable operational experience. If conflict erupts, the region could become a live testing ground for sensor integration, data fusion, and multi-domain coordination. China may not be directly entering the conflict, but its presence could reshape the battle space. Intelligence support alone could serve as a powerful force multiplier for Iran, complicating Western planning and increasing the risks of escalation. The Gulf of Oman is no stranger to tension, But these days its waters carry a new layer of strategic calculation. Destroyers, surveillance ships, satellite feeds, and the shadow of great power competition stretching across the horizon. At Al-Salti Air Base in Qatar, the largest United States military installation in the region, Patriot missile systems have been repositioned onto mobile truck launchers. The move, confirmed through independent satellite analysis, signals a heightened state of readiness as tensions with Iran have steadily escalated since January. This is not routine maintenance. Military analysts say the decision to mount missiles on mobile launch platforms rather than keep them in semi-static positions dramatically changes operational flexibility. In simple terms, the missiles can now move faster, strike faster, and evade faster. Al-Salti is no ordinary base. It serves as a central hub for U.S. air operations across the Middle East, housing thousands of personnel and advanced aircraft. Any shift in defensive posture there sends a message far beyond Qatar's borders. The repositioning comes amid rising frictions between Washington and Tehran. While no direct confrontation has unfolded, rhetoric has sharpened and regional maneuvers have intensified. In that environment, mobility equals survivability. Patriot systems are designed to intercept incoming aircraft and ballistic missiles. By placing them on truck-mounted launchers, commanders ensure they can be redeployed quickly if intelligence indicates an imminent threat. It also reduces vulnerability, making it harder for adversaries to target fixed sites. Satellite imagery is revealing a noticeable shift across key U.S. military bases in the Middle East. At Al-Salti Air Base in Qatar, February 1st images show a significant air presence, including an RC-135 reconnaissance aircraft, 18 KC, 135 Stratotankers, 7 C-17s, and multiple C-130s. That marks an increase from mid-January levels. Up to 10 Patriot air defense systems were also observed mounted on mobile HEMTT launchers. In Jordan, Muafak Air Base shows a concentration of strike power, 17 F-15E jets, 8 A-10 Thunderbolts, electronic warfare growlers, and heavy transport aircraft, a sharp contrast to previous imagery showing little or no visible air base in Saudi Arabia. Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean, and Dukhan in Oman all show increased aircraft activity compared to late January and December snapshots. Washington has not issued a detailed public statement on the satellite findings. However, the visual evidence speaks clearly. Iran says it has fully replenished its missile stockpiles following 2 weeks of intense conflict last summer, when Israel struck its nuclear facilities and other military targets, a campaign later joined by the United States. Iran now signals that its strategic arsenal has been restored, with underplanned missile complexes positioned near the capital as well as at Kermanshah, Semnan, and along the Gulf Coast.